So right now, the marketing for Marvel Spider-Man 2 is really leaning heavily on Kraven. And I think that, without a doubt, Kraven is going to be a big part of this game. But I think that he's going to be kind of the Martin Lee, the Mr. Negative of this game, to, of course, what Martin Lee was to the first game. So I think he's going to play a semi-integral part. He's probably going to push the plot a little bit more forward, but I don't think he's going to be the main antagonist. I think he's just going to be kind of like, he's going to be an obstacle in Spider-Man's way, both Spider-Man's way. So I think that that's mainly he's going to be his role. And what we're really going to see, even Venom to a degree, is going to be somewhat of a second antagonist. But if I'm wrong about this is just a theory. Oh God, it's a game theory. If I'm wrong about this, Venom is 100%, of course, the main antagonist. I think that the first trailer is kind of indicative of what we're gonna see in the main game. Is, of course, Kraven in the main game for most of it, and then Venom kind of in the background. It's just like how the first trailer kind of shows it. But the one character that's a real secret antagonist is Green fucking Goblin. I think a lot of people are missing out where the hell Norman is in all of this, all this chaos right now. And I feel like he's one of the characters that would be kind of leaning more towards insanity right now, considering that, well, Connors is gone. There's no one there to really help Harry. Who's there to help him? No one's there to really help him. So Harry and Norman are kind of on their own while Peter's out there going to try and help Connors. So there's a lot of motivation there if Peter doesn't help Connors. And, I think a big death here would both be Harry and Connors early in the game. So let's say Kraven gets to him, kills him, Connors is dead, and now there's no one to save Harry. Harry's dead, and oh shit. Now, I'm not saying that Norman needs to become Venom. I think that that's a horrible idea. Please do not do that. Please do not give him that. But I think that if they're trying to make him into somewhat of like the Green Goblin in a type of scientific way, and trying to make him drive mad in that type of way, well, I think he already has the motivation for, of course, Harry dying. That will make him crazy enough. His wife and his son are already dead to a disease that's so fucking rare that they needed some random goo to help them, so that would already drive somebody insane. And then maybe he injected himself with some type of combination of like the Venom symbiote and like the lizard formula or some shit, and like he turns insane into like a weird Green Goblin, and then he starts wearing the Green Goblin suit that we saw from the first game. That could be a possibility. He's just in the background going out trying to kill Spider-Man. And then you have, my opinion, I think Eddie Brock is going to be in this game. So you have Eddie Brock there. So you have Eddie Brock's Venom, and then Green Goblin in this game trying to kill Spider-Man. And I think that a lot of people would like that, because I think the big complaint of the last game is that there's not enough, quote, big villains. The only big A-list villain really was Dr. Octavius in many ways. In that regard, I guess a lot of people can agree that that argument can be made. But I think that in this game, if they do put out not only Venom, but they also do freaking Green Goblin as well, that's just a double whammy that's really perfect. And I think that would really work very well for this game. Even if they don't do Green Goblin, setting him up for this game is perfect as well. I think that in many ways he's going to be really set up to be one of the big antagonists for either the end game or at the beginning of the next game, at the end of the next game, for the whole next game. So I think that he's going to be a huge part to play. There's always been this type of theory too as well, that Miles might actually have a girlfriend, and that girlfriend might, spoiler, might be Gwen Stacy. And if that's the case, then oh man, that would fucking suck. So the choice here is to either have Gwen Stacy in the game, set her up, kill her in this game, and then have Miles break down and kind of set up that for the third game, right? Or you set up, of course, Green Goblin, you set up Gwen Stacy, you do their backstory and kind of get them moving, and then in the third game, it's full-blown fucking Green Goblin, right? So I think that there's many options that they could play with here, and Norman being in the background right now, not being mentioned at all. He hasn't been shown in any of the trailers, or even his name hasn't been said once. It's always been Kirk Connors or Harry, and no one's been mentioning Norman or how this is affecting Norman, or the fact that Norman's the one that let him out as well. So I think it's going to be very curious to see where he's at in the story and how he's going to play a part in, of course, rather helping Peter, catch Harry, or maybe even trying to manipulate Peter to do something with the symbiote, or even steal the symbiote suit from Peter, or steal the symbiote itself from Peter. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos in his future very soon, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.